Hello, everybody. Welcome to Beyond Boundaries with Lisa Richmond. I'm Lisa Richmond, and this is Thoughtful Thursday. And this is a really special day. I don't know why. It just feels so deeply connective, and heartfelt and energetically charged in such a magnificent way. And I just couldn't wait to come on here and just share these moments. Okay, so yes, we have full moon, like very prominent, energetically massive full moon. And we also have Valentine's Day tomorrow, which I'm representing in pink. Kindness, we got some love happening here. But this is all, I've got some rose burning here too, and it's like charging my moon crystal and my, oh my goodness, there's so much happening. But I knew that this was really important to share with everybody, because when we do this, when you're tuning in, when with you being connected to this video and coming on and connecting to these words, it means that we have an energetic interlock, I guess you could say. We are sharing and combining energies right now, and it's so massively potent. It is so significant, and I know you can feel it if you're watching this. I know you get, that's why you're here. Okay, so I should start by introducing myself if you're new. I'm Lisa Richmond. I'm an intuitive medium. I am a channeler. I've really come into channeling divine angelic beings. They've come through me in the last year specifically. I've been working alongside Archangel Metatron, as well as Archangel Gabriel and Michael and Uriel, as well as some divine goddess energy that comes through. I work alongside Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene for strengthening in my divine mother, divine feminine. And so that's why I'm here. I'm here because I want to share with you the energetic charge that just keeps coming up, this energetic charge that is of today. So you can decide, yeah, Valentine's Day is for me or not for me. It's really like, it can be whatever you want it to be. I used to really take part in it being like it meant if I didn't have love, then it was just a terrible holiday and all this. But really, like with anything, if you put energy towards anything, that is going to increase. So if we're given a day to put our energy towards just love, I mean, the resonance that grows from that love frequency can be massive, and having a collective, like a large collective, energetically like locking in on something like love in one day can be hugely beneficial. So like, let's choose that. Let's choose to put our energy towards love. Okay? And so it doesn't have to be romantic love. Like if I go in and I just like envision the love frequency emulating out of me and permeating out throughout the walls and the, like, just all throughout the land, surrounding earth with this like love frequency, that's huge. That's huge. That's a really big deal. And not only can we then share with that, we can also absorb it as well. We absorb the love frequency that is being emitted by a collective. The potency of that, you guys, is insane. It's astronomical. So I really encourage you to use the energy of the full moon to set ceremony to love. Yeah, there's like, if you look into maybe the astrological setups and squaring and all that of what's going on, you can get into the understanding that there's a bit of spice. There's a bit of, maybe agitation that could arise with this full moon. But I choose to pair it with love, because it is so potent. It is such a potent energy. And so if you decide to direct that potency to something as significant as love, it emulates, it magnifies that energy. And so that's what we're going to do. That's what I'm choosing to do, okay? So I'm going to come in and I'm just going to connect our hearts. Breathe and just come right into your heart space. And if you're in a place where you can't actually focus on your heart space, you can either come back to it or you can just allow this energy to come through you as you're doing your tasks, driving, whatever you might be doing. You don't have to close your eyes if it's not safe. But just envision yourself kind of coming into your heart space, letting yourself rest there for a second. Almost like it's like your landing page where you come down and just land in your heart space. Good. Just get comfortable there for a second without having extenuating thoughts, what ifs, to do's. Just land in your heart space for a second. So I have an energy system that comes through. They're kind of like a galactic council, and they call themselves the Keepers of Light. And the Keepers of Light are coming in alongside the energetic presence of Mary Magdalene with a message about collective harmony. Is the energy that it feels like, the word that they're giving me to connect into the energy that's coming through. They're saying you do not have to agree, or take part in others' perspectives, viewpoints, and feelings. You do not have to conversate about them. You do not have to justify yours versus theirs. There is no competition for rightness or wrongness. The more space that is created for people's ability to make choice and believe and feel what it is that is an energetic resonance to their current situation is what is being ignited now. Our ability to create space for all people's intentions, for all people's perspectives. We all have a passion. We all have something that we love hard and that we resist hard. We all have personal experiences that carry an energetic resonance within our vibration. We carry that each and every day. And that energy is what is transmuted through conversation, perspective, belief. If we can understand that each and every one of us carry our own unique vibration that is based upon those experiences, we can understand that in no way can somebody see from our perspective, and in no way can we possibly see from theirs. But the more space that we bring forward, allowing each and every one of us to have their own energetic resonance, their own energetic charge, then so do we step away from feeling like we must be heard, we must be seen, we must be believed. Because then we can stand forward in our energetic charge and decide whether or not this is the energetic charge in which we choose to stand in, or we choose to change or alternate based upon what we see and what we feel and what we believe. Our relationships become affected Our love frequency changes. There too do our relationships and where we find ourselves, because where we find ourselves is an energetic match with what we are emulating. The more we mind our own business, so to speak, and focus on our energetic charge, the easier it will be to find others in places and situations that are an energetic match. And the more we can raise our vibration by focusing on our own love and our own thoughts, because we give the space to others to believe what they will, it releases a heavy burden, on the resistancy to others' perspectives. Now, no, this is a heavy burden in which we all carry because we think we need to for their sake, when it's up to them to have their energetic charge. Please allow this message to reside within you so that you can focus on what matters within your charge. That, you see, is the key. Going into your heart space and emulating love, potent love. Just acknowledging the feeling of being deeply cared for by the divine feminine energy of Mary Magdalene right now, after bringing through that very strong channel. I feel like I was hugged and nurtured by the divine feminine. That channel was very divine masculine at nature, which I'm not necessarily super used to. But that was a really strong message. Thank you from like the galactic team, the Keepers of Light. They're a Pleiadian cosmic team that showed up in my the 2020 spiritual awakening I had. So it's been a while actually since the Keepers of Light have come through, but that was a very strong message. Can you please comment in the comments about how that resonated for you? I'm gonna go back and watch it because there's obviously I need to like hear it from the perspective of me. But I felt this like brilliant sense of blue light kind of coming through, and energetically like bursting out. I felt like there was this beautiful, very strong, older, Pleiadian energy. And now usually my Pleiadian guides are very like almost similar in angelic feel for me. This one felt more like the Siren. They're saying Pleiadian, but he's like an old Pleiadian like guide. He's like a master educator in energetics. So I want to say thank you for that. And the message being truly about how we judge, I guess, right? Like, as humans carrying an ego, it's hard not to judge, right? It's hard not to judge what's going on. Can we all acknowledge this for a second? This is incredible. I feel like this is one of the coolest things that's ever transpired. Anyway, okay. When we hold a judgment within, it like stays in our energetic field like a densifier, like it's the weight in our energy, like vibrancy. So again, one of the things that I use to describe this energy is like, if you look at, because I see people's auras, okay? So picture like someone's aura and it being light, okay? Light energy. And where there is a judgment, a fear, an old pain, trauma, which we all carry, essentially it's almost like a knot or like a built up mass almost within the energy field. And when we're working through it, it can be painful. It's like combing through it, right? But if we go back and visit it and give it the space and time that we need to work through it, you'll see the judgments that's being held there. And honestly, like where it came from. So if all of a sudden you're having this like really strong judgment towards somebody else or someone else's perspective, or even the way in which they're acting, and you can say, well, Lisa, like they're acting like a total buffoon, or they're acting like an absolute horrendous individual. Yes, I get that. Like, I mean, I have those judgments too, because it's like how we treat humanity. Yes. But the whole thing is like, if we can step back from the judgment and not be in it and hold it within our energy field, because us holding it in our energy field isn't doing anybody any good. It is not helping anything. The way in which we can expand the energy of love and connection and oneness is by clearing our energy fields of the density that we're holding, by absorbing whatever it is that we're taking in, and then we're integrating it into us. So pain, judgment, trauma that is elicited by seeing something else, it's almost like we're drinking it in, and then our energy system can't break it down. And so we're holding it in our energy field, which densifies our frequency. And right now is so incredibly potent for that, because we are experiencing enormous highs in our frequency, enlightenment, connection, a raise in consciousness, yet we are still also experiencing such division, density, the shakeup and the changes of humanity that are creating dis-ease, that are creating conflict, right? And so here we are as human beings carrying an ego, jumping back and forth behind, like, what do we do with this information? What are we going to do with it? Well, here's the thing. What can you do? Right? I know that the station in which I tune into frequency-wise isn't the same station that I receive the information that densifies my energy. So take that as you will. I used to tune into energies that were like heavier in density, and that can be like, I would go down the rabbit hole of conspiracies because it resonated in some way, right? But the more that I was like really focusing on that, the more, like, even if it's true, the more that I focused on it, it was the more that it densified my energetic field. And for some people, they can be like, well, that's putting your head in the sand. That's pretending it doesn't exist. No, I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm saying I turn the radio station off. It doesn't say it's not existing. It's just that when I turn it on and tune into the frequency, that's the frequency in which my whole self emits then, because I've connected to it. And that is a frequency in which I'm not comfortable with because it's too dense for what I want to experience. So yes, I believe it to be true, but it's just not the one I'm comfortable with. And sometimes we're tuning into a frequency, you guys, because we are comfortable, not because it's in our highest and greatest good. So again, this message is coming through. I encourage you to really take an active role in consciously seeing what you're tuning into, what your energy frequency is aligning with, and how it's making you feel. How are you feeling? Because this is coming up to like big choice points, because the frequency that is becoming like available to us is incredible. It's like this very high love-based frequency where we can reside in our heart space. And that's what this channel was all about today. So going into this full moon and feeling the potency of this energy, I'm saying whatever you're going to tune into is going to be strong. So choose wisely. Allow yourself to feel the resonance in it. When it resonates on this higher level of like the, hang out there for a second. Even if it feels more comfortable to be like, what's the beef between this rapper and this rapper, and what's going on in Hollywood, and what the ba. That might be really familiar because it's a buzz feed that's really loud. But if it doesn't resonate in your energy the way that you feel is in your greatest and highest good for your heart space, turn it down. And see if you can then find a station, a frequency that allows you to reside in that's more comfortable. Okay, I'm going to leave you with that because it is Valentine's Day, which means there's a lot of opportunity to tune into love. It doesn't mean that it's only good if you have like a couple situation. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about using that day and using the vibration of love that is ever present to raise you up into your heart space, the consciousness of love. Okay. Also, one last thing I'm going to leave you with is something that my angels came through the other day and made me realize. So for you that don't know, I play sound frequencies on Saturdays sometimes, and they're all channeled. So sometimes I bring through light language, and I use my bowls and stuff. But lately, this is what's been going on. I've been like leaving coffee with somebody or whatever, and I'll be feeling myself really like low vibration. And I'm like, ugh. And then I'll all of a sudden go like, and I'll just have the sound come through. And that sound, I'll be like, oh, that's the frequency that my energy body is wanting to come back into to align with. So the whole point of this is find like sound can be very, 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 very beneficial to quickly get you into your energy body of alignment very quickly. Okay, so if you find yourself just all of a sudden coming off a scroll or conversation or like an office space or something where you walk out and you're like, ooh, that like I feel dense. Sound will help you. So like get into your car, you can do it somewhere, or even just going that, or whatever it is that allows you to like come into this comfort zone of the sound frequency that brings you into alignment. It's a really quick tool to realign your frequency. My guides wanted me to add that in. Okay, I think that's it today. That was a lot. We had a channel message. We had the love from our divine feminine. We had just this beautiful message come through about your energy field and how to protect it and how to be comfortable with it and letting other people hang out in theirs. Because whatever station they're tuning into, ultimately, it's not up to you. So just see how that lands for a second, okay? Please feel free to go into the comments and let me know how this went. Share this with somebody who you think will resonate with it. Let's get the word out and spend some time in this full moon energy, aligning yourself and spending time with any parts that might be densifiers, and give those parts some love and work through it in a gentle way. Okay, and happy Valentine's Day, sending tons and tons of love to each and every one of you. And I hope that you can go into your heart space and feel it, even just briefly from here, from this moment. Okay. Okay, so also one thing I want to mention is if you are looking to book a one-on-one session with me, you can head to my website at lisarichmond.ca, and I have a bunch of new offerings I'm really excited about there. I am offering one-on-one mentorship as well as life coaching. I am offering pre-recorded tarot readings, sound activation. So we're talking about the sound. I do personalized channeled sound activation. So if you're looking for a frequency that is channeled directly for you, that is what you want to look into, and then you can play it back to yourself and it can help align your energy, as well as one-on-one mediumship readings where I send you a Zoom link and we do it like one-on-one, face-to-face. Okay, so you can head to lisarichmond.ca, and there the calendar is down. Okay, so it's not that I'm completely booked, it's down. So I'm in the process of fixing it. So send me an email of which, like you can pick the service, and then it will direct you to an email. Just shoot me an email and we'll book something from there. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. If you like this content, you'll probably like, I'm also a part of an amazing group of women at avalonspirit.com, and we meet every week for what's called Spirit Coffee Talk. And we discuss all things spirit, the three of us, while we drink coffee. So I'll link that in the description below as well. So check that out. And you can also book with me at avalonspirit.com. Okay, so sending lots of love from my heart to yours. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I'll see you all next week. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye-bye.